And you know what I regret about Iwobi? Because when I think about it, right, I don't think it's Iwobi's fault. I think the coach, he's been coached wrong at the time.
So the thing is,
and I think he came back last season.
Yeah.
Last season, I've got a lot of faults with Emery, but one thing he did get right was, I think he got more confidence.
Around him and said, "Listen,
got more confidence in Iwobi," and I still think there is something there, because I remember his first game at Goodison Park,
Everton,
he was fantastic.
Yeah, bursting
played
through,
down the middle,
smashed one in.
Played down the middle, bang, goal.
Yeah. I've always said this to you though, play him in his natural position. Yeah, he shoehorned him in. We'll come on to Emery in a bit.
I've seen him from under 23 games score 4 goals here.
Yeah.
As a striker.
Yeah,
right?
we'll come on to Emery in a bit, but I just want to say this very quickly, right? We've seen Emery shoehorn him in at left forward, left wing, all season, right? His output in that position for a central attacking midfielder is probably better than any central attacking midfielder that we've got at this club. Ozil, Mickey, them types of players would have done. Yeah, he's the only one who can spin and take players on. We've now got that with a new signing. We'll come on to that shortly as well. But you're right, the coaching over the years, and that brings me perfectly on to the previous manager, Arsène Wenger. The coaching, obviously, we were very vocal, me and you, in terms of wanting him gone. Sometimes I went a little bit too far, and I admit that, but you know, at the end of the day he has gone now. But that day when it was announced that he was leaving, do you know what, for me, and I wanted to ask you this, that was like a whole release for me. It was like, wow, the club have finally, because let's be real here, right, he was asked to leave, and he obviously decided to go, right, and that was like a release for me, and it felt like after all them years of that struggle. I
can't be a hypocrite.
Go on.
Right? They want me to feel sad, and I can't be a hypocrite. I can't slaughter the guy all season, and then when it comes to, do you feel sadness? No, because
me and you had exactly the same thoughts on that. Exactly the same.
I can't be doing that. I can't be doing that. To me, it's fake. It's false. It's false.
Well, the thing is, I know
why people done it.
Yeah.
They've got a business to run, and they've got their own channel to run. They've got their business to run. Good on you. I'm speaking. I come here and I speak as a fan, right?
Yeah.
Right. I talk as a fan. I speak as a fan. It's probably cost me a lot more money than I could probably make more money if I was a bit more fake. you know what I'm saying? But and that's not having a dig at the people who do it. They're good on you. If you want to make money out of it, I can't blame you. I wish I had that. I mean, in a way, that's not me.
Yeah.
But when all that, some of that reporter come up to me and said, "Are you very sad?" I said, "Well, I've walked just past a bloke who was on the street and got." I didn't say that. Pissing, yeah. And I just walk past and go, that's who I feel sad for. This guy's making £10 million a year for his mistakes, right? And he's got paid another year's money
to leave.
Right?
Yeah, they paid him to leave.
Right, exactly.
So the thing is,
how can I feel sad about that? How can I be sad? How can I be sad? And all that on the last game, mercy, Frank. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. I'm not having it. I'm not having it, mate. Because that ground was full, right? It was full.
Yeah, where were they
after the game? Yeah. Where were all them people in them empty seats, right?
For the whole season, it was.
I was there. Well. I was there throughout the season, even though I put up with it. And I was.
It's funny because I did it back to front.
And then suddenly, all mercy, Arsène, all mercy with the shirts.
Do you know what? In a way, right?
And me and Kenny, we stood in the back. We stood at the
beer, innit? Yeah.
In the concourse while they were all fucking, going, oh, this one.
See, the thing for me, I'd done it the other way round, right? You went to the game, I didn't go. I sold my ticket, right? Because at the end of the day, like you said, hypocritical is very easy to do, being a hypocrite, yeah? For me, I wanted that guy gone for so many years, and like I said, I went over the top sometimes, right? And I do regret some of the things I've done, yeah? But the one thing I'll say here, right, is when it was announced he was going, and I knew that the last home game I weren't going to go, and there was 2 away games that I didn't go. I think we had the Burnley, then we had Leicester, and then we had Huddersfield, didn't we? I sold all 3 of my tickets for that, because for me, to come in on that day would have it wouldn't have meant nothing to me. It was just another game to me, yeah? It was a season that was fucked, let's be real. It weren't going to change our season, them last 3 games, right? And to stand there and give it and not for me, and I couldn't do that. And I'll never forget, I I'll never forget the amount of people that said to me, well, you're being disrespectful. Well, no, I'm not being disrespectful. It's my opinion. At the end of the day, hate, and I don't hate him, right? But I don't like him, and I don't like what he's done to this club, right? But that fades over time. Very similar to how George Graham ended up going to Tottenham, and a lot of people didn't like that at the time, yeah? They didn't like him going to Tottenham. He was an Arsenal player, Arsenal manager, and he ended up at that lot, yeah? But over time, that fades away, and people can respect and see what he done, yeah? In 10 years' time or 5 years' time, I might sit here and go, do you know what? He was actually really decent, yeah? But right then, at that moment, not for me, not for me.
And yes, I agree he was decent, but so was my ex-missus. She was divorced after 6 weeks. Do you know
it was
what I'm
only
saying?
6 weeks, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I don't hate, no, I'd never hate, I'll never hate, and one day, I'll get over it, and I'll probably go up to him and I'll shake his hand and say, thanks for the other 10 years. That
See, that's the thing. A lot of people don't get that though, Claude. A lot of people just think, oh,
it just hurts what he's done. It just hurts to see the way. And I hear people saying he had no choice. He done this and that and then this and that. But I would have rather him. Do you know what?
Bag him and come out and say
I would have rather him when Dean left.
Yeah.
Say, I'm coming as well.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Or not, even, not even that, Claude.
He
could have left on a high 3 times. Yeah. From Hull City. Yeah, and the two.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? The 3 FA Cup wins. Sorry, the Villa one and the Chelsea one. He could have left any point, right? And he didn't, right? And listen, at the end of the day, I'm not going to make this into a Wenger podcast but I wanted to ask you that, and I wanted to ask about that. But let's move on to the current manager. Didn't you once call him the Spanish Wenger? Is that right?
No, that's another one in our chat.
Yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, it's not him. Sorry, I got it. It weren't him. It weren't him.
That's someone else in our chat group.
Well, what are your thoughts on him? Because I know your thoughts. Let everyone else know what your thoughts are on him. What do you think? Let me ask you this instead, right? Do you think we have upgraded from Wenger by getting Unai Emery?
Honestly, we're going to disagree for once.
Go on.
I don't think so. No. I hope I'm wrong, and this season will probably, and I'm hoping I'm going to be wrong, because I don't want to be right on it. Because if I'm wrong, it means we've had a successful season.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's got a pattern of play. I just don't think he's got style in him. I just don't see. I see there's 5 captains.
Yeah, I don't agree with 5 captains. I must admit.
I don't understand
one captain. That's it.
I don't even think we've got one leader in the team at the moment. I don't understand. I just don't understand it.
Do you think that he's going to be used as a puppet by them? Yeah, and the reason I'm asking you that is because he's come in, he's inherited a team which we all know is pretty crap, let's be real, yeah? But why, you've got to think on the other side of it and say, why did he accept the job in that time? Obviously he'd left PSG, but why did he accept the job? Is he going to be used as a puppet by them, or is he actually, because I think he's a good manager and we disagrray on this all the time.
If a big club like Arsenal come in, you're not going to say no whether you're Jose Mourinho or further down the scale. You're not going to say no. It's a challenge. It's there to.
See, the reason I'm saying that is because I think there was times last season where I looked at us and I thought, we're just as bad as the season before. Yeah, but then there was other times last season where I thought, do you know what? This guy, the way he was changing it up in the games, the way he was subbing at half time, yeah, stuff like that, it was different, and it was like, right, you've made a substitute at half time, and he'd done that a lot, but then he stopped doing it. And I'm like, why did you stop doing that? Then he started chopping and changing a bit too much.
Chopping and changing.
Yeah, towards the back end, 100%.
The last 8 games, I'm not being funny, to take 1 point from Everton, Brighton, Wolves, Crystal Palace, and Leicester. To me, is not good enough.
Yeah, that's crap, mate. But
the way in the final where they
shambles.
To play a player that you don't fancy in the final,
after he dropped in most of the season,
sends out the wrong signal.